Hello everyone, Jarle here for Cloud9 Craft Store. I made a super easy light up card for this month's challenge, which is called Interactive Cards. I used the easy lights from Pearblossom Press, which are in fact super easy. Let's dive right in. I used these easy lights, which have 5 lights in one pack. Then this Interactively Your stamp set from Heffy Doodle, the bed heads, and then also the Popping By stamp from Heffy Doodle. Then for my sentiment, I have these Lawn Fawn sentiment banners. I die cut a stitched rectangle out of the grey Flower Market paper and also a piece of the light brown wood grain paper. This makes sure that the nice stitching detail goes all the way around the whole scene. Now I did want to do some ink blending on my floor, and for that I used the Distress ink in the color Vintage Photo. So I just went over all the edges here with my bitty blending brush. I took out my regular tape runner and just adhered this floor on top of my card panel. Now I wanted a nice transition between the flower wallpaper and the floor, so for that I just trimmed a little slither of craft cardstock and then I adhered it down with liquid glue. Then off camera I cut off all the excess paper with my scissors because it was kind of overhanging my card panel a little bit, as you can see here. I took out my easy lights, and as you can see there are 5 lights in a pack, so you can make 5 cards with one pack. This is the pack where you just have one light, but there's also another package where you can have 3 lights on one card. Now, before placing the mechanism on your card, you just have to slide in the magnet, which is also super easy to do. And here you can see the mechanism at work, so you just press that switch, you press that button, and then the light will work. Now, before placing the mechanism on my card, I wanted to make sure everything was adhered. So I put down my critters in their bed and the lamp on the nightstand. I just did this with my liquid glue again. You really have to make sure that the light is just in the right spot. So I placed my lamp where I wanted it, and then I made a little pencil mark so I would know where I would have to place that easy light. I don't have a hole punch, so I just took a little round die, that bubble, from the Bubbles of Joy stamp set, and I placed this over the pencil mark and I die cut it with my machine. Then I placed the mechanism on the back because I had to know where the recipient would have to push the switch. So I placed the pencil mark again, and off camera I just stamped a little push here sentiment on that exact spot. Then of course I had to remove that pencil mark there, so I was ready for the next step. I adhered the easy lights with some regular tape so it wouldn't move. I checked a few times to see if everything still works and if everything was in proper placement, and it was. So you can see here how cute is this. I just can't get enough of this mechanism. Then I took out the Heffy Doodle foam tape and I put a whole lot of it on the back of my panel. I really like this foam tape because it has the exact height you'd want when using these lights. Yes, I know I used lots of tape, but I really wanted my card panel to be sturdy enough. Then it was time to adhere all my images on the panel. I did this with foam squares, so I put the lamp just over that light so it seems like it's an actual working lamp. Isn't that just adorable? I just love this. Now, for video purposes, I stamped and colored all my images off camera. I stamped them, as always, with NFT Extreme Black ink and colored them with my Copic markers. I will list down all the colors I used in the description box below, so feel free to check it out if you want to know the exact colors I used for the images. You saw me adhering the panel onto a standard size card base there, and then I could work on my sentiments. So for that I prepped my cardstock with my anti-static powder tool, and then I stamped the sentiment in Versamark ink and sprinkled on white embossing powder. Off camera I heat set it with my heat tool. Then I used my trusty Lawn Fawn sentiment banner to cut out the sentiment. Then after that I could adhere it on my card with some foam squares again. This finishes off the card for today. I really hope you will give this a try. It's super easy to do and it just gives a wow factor to your card. I'm sure the recipient of this card will feel better immediately. You can find the shopping list in the description box below. Have a great day and I will see you very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!